Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. This is Tarot with Isa. My name is Isa, and today we're going to take a look at your current situation. Okay, so I'm only going to be pulling 3 tarot cards for your current situation and 1 oracle to go with each of those cards. We're going to find out what's your situation, why this situation is happening, and what you can do to either support the situation if it's positive or change it if it is not positive. Okay. This will include money, love, career, however that comes out. So for some of you, it may be love. Some of you, it may be career, and others of you, it may be financial. That's why we say take what resonates for you and leave what doesn't. Feel free to reverse the roles or put it wherever it's going to resonate for you. Okay. So sometimes I'm talking about love, and it really could mean it's like your financial situation for you. I hope you guys pick up what I'm laying down here. All right. So, in a moment, I'm going to have you look at 3 pictures. I will number them 1, 2, and 3, and you will choose whichever picture resonates with you the most. And then you can go ahead and go to the comment section for the timestamps, or you can look in the description box down below and you can jump to your reading. Now, when I find that energetically I can't pick between 2, I tend to listen to both. So you don't have to do that. You can just pick one that really resonates for you. But that's what I do because I always feel like I do find that there are often messages for me in both things. So you can try that too if you want. All right. All I ask in return, guys, is that you give this video a like, share it out to your friends, invite your friends to come over and check it out too. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You can hit the bell or that little picture of me that's floating around on the screen. It'll say subscribe, and then hit the top notification bell. It'll tell you every time I'm uploading. Okay. And it'll bring me back to your feed because sometimes we be getting lost. All right. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, group one, how are you guys? Welcome to your reading. I have 1 tarot card and 1 oracle card for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. This is your current situation. And we also have the Wool. This is the number 44, which is a master number. And I'm going to read the oracle card and then we'll talk about the tarot card that I have here. So, your current situation, you are woven with an embrace, protected, loved, and the familiarity of finally being home. So, I want to say that there's something that I feel you've been working really hard at. And finally, you might be feeling accomplished at this time. Like you're really kind of coming into yourself, feeling like you've made it. Maybe you've mastered something when it comes to your education or your job. This could also be feeling grounded in a relationship. Okay. I'm getting like feeling grounded in a relationship for you. So, also, I feel like this is a side note from spirit. It's like, know that you're loved and you're protected and you're embraced, and that whatever you have gone through recently or in the past or whatever through your whole life, you've been watched over and you've been protected. Okay. So there's no need to worry. There's no need to fret. You're still watched over and protected when it comes to your future. Okay. So I feel like you all, because 44 is a master number and it really has to do with like home and like being grounded. Okay. So you could be dealing with things like purchasing homes and stuff like that, settling some types of like, I want to almost say debts, but not even really debts. Like maybe you're figuring out some of the money within the family or plans when it comes to your family. Some of you maybe have just settled down and begun to have families. So you're in this state of like feeling accomplished, like maybe you've made it somewhere. Okay. Now, We have the Knight of Pentacles as your current situation as well. And this is all about staying the course. So, whatever you have been doing, continue doing whatever that is because it's bringing you long term success. All right. This also, for me, this is the slowest moving energy of the deck. So, I feel like for a lot of you, this took a really long time to happen, and your patience is paying off. If this hasn't happened already, guys, then this is about to happen for you. All right. So, this is about persistence and perseverance, making plans, planning for the future, planning for a long term, and all of that happening right now. So, again, like I said, working at something, studying something, and having that finally like reaching to this place where like you'll feel like you've made it if it's not already happened or it's not your current situation. Okay, so I really dig this energy for you guys, and let's find out why this is all happening. Okay, let's find out the why are you here, or why is this happening for you? Why is this happening for group one? Why is this all happening? Okay, we have the haunted house. It's a 22. How funny is that? That's half of the 44, isn't it? It says the things that haunt you are the things you have to let go of. So I'm going to say this. I feel like part of why this is all happening right now, why you're coming to this completion, is because you have felt like for a long time, maybe success wasn't meant for you, or whatever it is that you've been working toward, you were never going to get to. It's happening because, I feel like you've had a lot of things in life to overcome and to let go of to get to this place. Okay. So I feel like why it's happening is because you deserve it. You spent a lot of your life feeling maybe haunted by the person you were in the past, or the things that previously happened to you, situations that you felt like you had no control over, or things that felt very unfair, is the word that I get. Okay. So tell me, why is this happening? Yeah, Queen of Swords. I think that there's a lot that you've learned. And for many of you, you have learned to balance the energy between your head and your heart. Okay. You've learned a lot. I feel like you are incredibly intelligent people, who have felt like a lot of times you've got the short end of the stick when it came to things in your life. All right. So I feel as if what you're going to experience now, or what you're experiencing now, is a culmination of really continuing to like persistently go for it regardless of what everybody said, or regardless of things you felt you didn't have in your life, or things that people might have said to you and people not encouraging you. It's happening because you have an important gift, and your gift is your message, right? It's really like your personal testimony. Sorry, babes. Babes, my kitten is right here. So Petunia decided she was going to make an entrance. Sorry about that, guys. But and now she's making an exit. But definitely I feel like this has um a huge impact on what your purpose is for your life. So if you've been curious about that, your mess is your message, group one. Your mess is your message, right? So maybe you felt like your whole life, like, or maybe even just recently, I don't know, take it as it resonates for you, but maybe you felt like, shit, this is all just messy. Like my life is a wreck. I've gone through too many things, and people are seeing the sides of me that I wish they wouldn't, but that's actually the beauty in who you are, group one. Your mess is definitely your message, and I feel like why this is happening is because your testimony is going to support others when they're in their darkness, others when they need to be guided in times of their need, when they don't know what to do for themselves, okay, or how to make it through there. So this is really special, guys, and I like this for you a lot. Okay, so let's find out what you can do to support or change this. But I feel like this is going to be supporting. Okay, let's see what you can do to support going even further or why this is all happening. What can group 1 do to support this energy? Says the Reaper, for the birth of something new to manifest, the death of something holding you back is inevitable. So how you can support yourself, it's the Reaper card, okay? I feel how you can really support yourself is ending things. Okay. So I feel like group 1, you're really going through a really huge change in your life. Now, if this is financial for you guys, I feel like things are evening out for you. But what you can change is maybe bad habits, okay? Bad spending habits or something to that effect. Same thing when it comes to a love situation, same thing when it just comes to your life overall in general. Walking away from things and people that really aren't good for you, okay? Putting to rest the old version of yourself, your old belief systems, all the things that don't matter anymore, and focusing solely on what is going to be ahead of you, okay? Let's get another card here. What can they do to support themselves? And remember, guys, a card like that, it's like the death card. It's not a bad card. The death card is actually a major transformation card. It's Scorpio energy. So I may have some Scorpios here listening to this right now, or you have Scorpio in your big 3. You have the Empress, which is Libra energy, or Taurus here. So what else you can do to support or change this? This is really about self-care. It's about growth. It's about putting yourself first, taking ideas, taking the energy that you have and giving birth to something beautiful, right? Trusting the process, because isn't that what birth is all about? Like, it's literally a miracle to be human, to be pregnant, to be able to have babies and stuff. So I feel like really what this is saying, again, we have the death and the rebirth. So it's ending whatever is holding you back, whoever is holding you back, whatever that looks like for you, and allowing yourself to be in this space of self-care, giving to yourself and beginning something new. So some of you may have some great ideas. Go with it, right? What you can really do is nurture yourself, nurture your dreams, nurture your family. If this has to do with family, nurture yourself before anything else. Some of you are working on cultivating a spiritual relationship with yourself and the Almighty, the Most High, whatever it is for you, God, Jah, I don't know, Allah, whatever that is, you're working on that kind of relationship being the grounding factor for your success moving forward, okay? But I feel like, what's really going to support you, again, like I said, is putting to rest any doubts in your mind, ending any kind of old connections, old bad habits. Change is the only constant, and it's inevitable. And, without change, we can't make way for something new. So I feel like, really, this is beautiful because it's literally birth and rebirth, death and rebirth. Ugh, I can't talk. It's that darn retrograde. But yeah, this is, being reborn again, putting on a new skin, doing something different. Not only that, but like some of you are probably going to do like some sort of makeover. It feels like you're having a huge life transition and like a huge life makeover. So I love, love, love this energy for you guys. This is really beautiful energy. I'm going to get one more card here from the Moonology deck. Okay. And see if I've got any additional message for you. Sorry about my kitten, guys. She's just a kitten. She's so curious all the time. What's the last message I have here? You want to sit right there? Say, Mom, I'm working with you. I'm working with you. Okay, accept responsibility, the moon's reflection. It's weird because really I get a strong like Gemini energy there. And again, this is about unconditional love toward ourselves and towards others, and attracting mutual energy, I feel like, is what's going to come forward for you now because of the way that you're shifting so powerfully and using your life, your words, your writing, whatever it is for you, podcasting. Some of you might do that as a means to live in your purpose and have your message get out there, using, like I said, your mess being your message. So I feel like, this is a two-part thing. Some of you may feel like, I don't want to have this responsibility, and Spirit's really saying it's time to accept responsibility for how powerful you can show up in the world, group one. Okay. So I really, really like this for you guys. I think I'm gonna end it right there for you. I really do hope that this supported you. If it did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye. Hey, group two, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here, guys. I have an oracle card pulled and a tarot card pulled for you. We're going to take a look at the current energy or the current situation that you're dealing with. Okay. So this is very interesting because group one also got this card in a different way, but you guys got the Reaper. It's the 32. So it says here, for the birth of something new to manifest, the death of something holding you back is inevitable. So, in order to move forward or to have something new happen for you, there's something that needs to end. Okay. Now we have the Six of Cups here. So this talks about, the energy really is reminiscing on the past. Okay. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with some situation. It could be romantic. It doesn't have to be. So apply it where it goes for you. But there could be something from the past that you're holding on to, a person, a thing. Maybe it's even pieces of yourself. I don't know. Have any of you ever experienced where you're like, I just can't let go of that thing about me, or you decide like you're such a certain way that you can't change something. I also get a little bit of that too. And if you've been wondering why new things aren't happening, I think it's because there's this energy of being stuck in the past somewhere. Okay. And, the current situation is you can either end that and have an opportunity to give birth to something new and have new experiences, or you can continue staying stuck in this cycle. Okay. So group two, you guys might be focused on something in the past or stuck in some cycle that kind of has you going a little bit round and round. Okay. For some of you, I don't know why I get grieving, but I feel like there's a thing of like, maybe you have lost somebody and it's been very challenging for you to be able to move forward. And I feel like this is a gentle nudge from Spirit saying, hey, we got your back. And in order for you to have something new, then you get to make peace and take those, you see these beautiful, loving, wonderful memories that made you who you are or brought you this far, or the people that are special and important in your life. They got you here. Okay. And not all of our journeys will be with every single person all the way through. Some of those journeys will be ended with people for what feels like too soon sometimes, right? And we don't have much control over that, but we do have control over what's happening moving forward, group two. So I feel like this is your time to recognize if you're stuck on something from the past and energy or something like that, so that you can start to, I feel like this is a message. It's like a message to say, it's time now. It's time now to move forward for you. Okay. And many of you may feel like you're in a relationship that's just kind of, beating a dead horse and it's time for something new. But, the love, the memories, the whatever keeps you kind of hanging on there. Okay. You can't experience something new if you're not willing to let go of what doesn't work anymore, right? The old stuff. Okay. So let's get another card here. These are not super long readings, guys. These are like 15, 20-minute long readings for y'all. I like to keep them short and simple, just FYI. All right. Let's see why this is happening right now, why you're getting this message and why this is happening. Why is this happening for group 2? Could be that some of you are experiencing somebody wanting to come back into your life too. I mean, if it resonates, group 2. All right. Why is this happening? Why is this all happening? Okay, you got the Witch's Rosary. Craft your skills with intention, repeated a practice of magic powered by purpose. So I feel like why this is all happening is because with repeated intention, this is what this card is saying. Your practice makes perfect and it powers your purpose. So it's happening because it is time to be in a practice for you to, um, I feel like move on. Okay. I feel like that's part of what you need to do is just it's moving on. And when we get stuck in a cycle, we need to practice being new people, doing different things, having a different intention. And that first takes recognizing that we're stuck doing something or we're stuck with a particular person. And we've been choosing this. Okay. So I definitely feel like why it's happening excuse me, is to highlight the fact that um like it's time to recognize that this is something that maybe you have done before, right? You've repeated yourself before with something or you've been stuck on something before. And if you want something different, then you have to change something. Okay. So I feel like that's part of the message. Now, why it's also happening, 9 of Pentacles. You are perfectly capable of bringing the magic out of yourself. Okay. And I feel like your independence is incredibly important to have right now. I feel like you're capable of doing so much. And maybe that's something that you've not recognized before. I feel like you're strong. I get the word creative for some of you, like you're a very creative person. And I feel like there's just something that could be bigger for you at this time, right? But you can't do it if you're not recognizing that the things that aren't working are things that you may be repeating and that you need to end. Okay. So for those of you in some type of relationship, I feel again, this is practicing the skill of like recognizing when it's not working, right? And I feel like you guys may fight for relationships or continue to do something, support people, take care of people, and dismiss yourself. And I feel like why this is happening is for you to recognize that you yourself are beautiful, capable, and you should be taking care of yourself. Okay. You should be recognizing what is wonderful about you if other people are having a difficult time doing that. Also, I feel like this message in part is to say, like, you'll be okay by yourself if you have been in some sort of um, relationship or something, a job even that hasn't been, it's just been the same thing on repeat. Like you want some sort of change, but you're feeling a little fear around it. Practice makes perfect, This goes for anything too. Like some of you may want to go back to doing something that you used to do. Maybe you feel like you're not good at that anymore. Again, practice makes perfect, and you have all of the capabilities here with the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card that we call the pre-Empress card. So basically, that's like saying, you have all the tickets here, okay? And the only thing that's happening is your failure to recognize that you have far more ability, capability to pull money, get great jobs, get great partners, whatever that is for you, or have new skills, learn new things, use those capabilities. You have far more than you have maybe been willing to admit to yourself in the past. Okay. And maybe you've just continued to do something over and over without going anywhere. I also feel like there's a little bit of you guys finding your, kind of like your direction at this time. I feel like part of some of you, the message has to do with doing something over and over again, thinking that it's going to get you forward, but it's not something you ever should have been doing in the first place, because it's not something that you're good at. It's not something you're great at, right? Let's be honest. There's a lot of people out there lying to us, telling us we're great at something that maybe we're not that great at, right? Because they have a hard time letting us know. So I feel like a part of your message group too is being brutally honest with yourself, in order to break a cycle, right? Break a cycle. For some of you, you could have some issues around alcohol, whatever, drugs, alcohol, something that you do on repeat that's not good for you. Okay. All right. And I feel like why this is happening, again, is like because there's something that's so much more powerful, that's greater in you, that can stand on their own 2 feet, that can, provide and take care of yourself. You're perfectly capable and independent all on your own, right? And you don't have to lean on anybody as hard as you think you might need to. Okay. Because sometimes we'd be like, oh, I can't do it unless this happens, or unless this person helps me, or unless this, that, or the third. So I think that some of you may recognize, like what's great about you, like what's powerful, what's beautiful about you. Okay. Okay. Forgive my allergies, guys. The pollen is high. It is no joke. Okay, what can you do to support or change this? Okay, what can you do, group 2, to support or change this? What can group 2 do to support or change this? We have the Coven card. It says, I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. This is the 9. So I feel like what you can do to support yourself or change this situation is really finding your people, your tribe, recognizing that you are just as important, just as beautiful, just as whatever it is for you as anybody else is, okay? And that you're not alone. The Coven card has these 3, women on it, and it basically says, when we come together, we're all that we seek. So I feel like there are people out there are groups out there that, can support you on your journey at this time, group 2, okay? Because some of you, repeating a cycle, going through something. And if you're in some type of relationship, maybe you need a legal advice, it's there for you. Maybe you need girlfriends or friends, it's there for you. Maybe you need some type of group for certain, particular situations when it comes to relationships, that's there for you too. I also get a very strong codependency vibration too. I get a very strong codependency, and I don't know if that's you. Take these messages as they resonate, because they could have to do with people that you're dealing with too, okay? What can support or change this? The Hanged Man. Taking time to, this is Pisces energy. So a lot of you could have Pisces in your chart, in your big 3. The Hangman, really, I feel in this position, like what you can change is really your perception, okay? It'll support you to take your time, think before you jump into anything, but also, this is a person kind of taking a time out so that they can shift the way they see things to understand each side of a situation, each side of an argument or anything like that. They can weigh out things. They can see from all the different angles, the steps that they need to take too. So I feel like this is how you can support yourself, is by shifting your consciousness. It's by shifting the way you experience the world, or see the world, and giving yourself an opportunity to see from others' perspective, or shift and see from a different perspective. Okay. So nice energy. All right. Nice energy, group 2. All right. I'm going to get a last card here and see what's the final message that's here for you guys. What's the message that group 2 needs to hear right now? This is from the Moonology Messages Oracle. You guys got the Yang Moon, the Strength card, okay? So I feel like what you need to know right now is that you have a lot of strength inside of you. This is like Leo energy. So many of you may be Leos or have Leo in your chart. So I feel like the message is about having courage and being strong enough to change your situation, walk away from something, leave the past behind, the past version of yourself, the thing, the cycle that you've been repeating, getting off the hamster wheel. It's interesting because like the world comes to my mind when I think about this reading for you, group two. And the world is an invitation to close out chapters, right? And open doors for new ones. And believe me, as soon as you close out whatever this thing is that you may have been connected to for a long period of time, there will be many more doors will open for you. Okay. So you have to have the courage, though. You get to have the courage and you get to have the faith here. So I think that spirit is really saying, I'm calling you into courage, to make the change here. Okay. So that's what I got for you, group two. I do hope this supported you. I hope it helped you and resonated. If it did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to come on back and see me by hitting that notification bell on the top when you subscribe. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Hey, group three, welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to take a look at your current energy, your current situation. Take it as it resonates for you, okay? I pulled from my Oracle deck. I'm going to be pulling 2 cards for each of the positions here, and we're going to take a look at your current situation, why it's happening, and what you can do to support or change it, or how you can learn from this, okay? So the first card we have out is the Ghost Whisperer. It says, be still in the whispers that ebb and flow through the silence. And we have the 7 of Swords. So here's what I want to say. You guys are the relationship group, right? Straight out the gate. I feel like there could be, you're feeling like there's something going on. There's deception, there's lies, there's betrayal. And maybe you guys have had a tough time trusting your intuition when it comes to the situation. Now, it doesn't have to be a love situation. It could be any situation in your life. I feel like some of you may want to get away from this person or this energy, and you've not really known what to do about that. Okay. Like, should I stay in this or should I leave this situation? Okay. Now, some of you, this is going to resonate as like people around you, jobs, friends, things like that. And feeling like maybe there's something happening, but I don't quite know. Like maybe this person doesn't like me, or maybe this is like a whole thing. And am I just not catching on here? Right. So I do definitely feel like some of you in, group three, you've had troubles trusting your intuition when things have maybe been very clearly happening or being said all around you. Okay. And that may stem from the fact that many of you are good hearted people, empathic people. You don't want to believe that this raggedy, wretched bullshit can be in people. But trust me, deep down, I think some of you know, and that's what the Ghost Whisperer is really saying. You can feel those ebbs and flows, and they're telling you the truth. So I really feel like group three, your stuff is all about trusting your intuition at this time. Okay. So let's see why this thing is happening. Why is this happening right now? We have the apple of my eye. Interesting. It's the card number 2. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. How perfect is this card, group 3? Wow. Okay. Why it's happening is because something or somebody or a situation is definitely not what it seems to be. Okay. Not all that glitters is gold. Whatever this is, somebody's perpetrating some bullshit to y'all, group 3. Let me keep it 100. Let me keep it a book. Okay. Something is not as it seems. And I know it's very Two of Swords energy because it's a two. That's the first card that actually came to my mind. And I want to say I have a very strong Aquarius and Libra energy for you guys. Some of you may be dealing with a Gemini, or you are one of these signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but specifically Libra and Aquarius are coming up really hard for me, okay? Why this is happening again, it's about seeing beyond the illusion. It's about using your intuition, that nagging feeling that you keep getting group 2 about a person, place, a situation, a job, whatever it is, okay? It could be so much as like you just feel like, damn, maybe I need to like leave this job or something. Maybe it's time for you to go, okay? And you haven't just not been trusting that. So see the reality in the stuff, see things for what they really are. Because a lot of times we like to sugarcoat stuff, right? Group 3, and make it better than it actually looks. And my dad always said, if it smells like dog shit, you've stepped in it. Okay. All right. Let's see what the tarot card is for why this is happening to why. What else? What else do we have here, please? Why is this happening for group 3? Ace of Wands, because you guys, I feel like there's a new beginning for you, okay? And it's a new beautiful start for you. I feel like why this is happening is because you have this creative ability, okay? So some of you may have haters around you. Some of you may have a partner that's lying to you, trying to hold you back. It's happening, I think, because many of you are incredibly intuitive and you have a gift. And in order to get good at your gift, and people ask me this kind of stuff all the time, like how do I build my intuition and stuff like that. You got to trust yourself. It's all about the practice of listening, right? Listening very deeply. And I feel like that's the main message here. Listen to yourself. Listen to that deep gut feeling that you have about people and about things. Why it's happening is because you're a magnificent, shiny, fucking sparkly ass unicorn. And that rubs a lot of people wrong. Okay. There's bigger, better things coming for you. There is a brand new beginning here that's going to give you a new opportunity to really shine in a way that many of you may not have shined before. Okay. Shone before, shined before. I don't know. Listen, it's retrograde. Anything happens. Okay. So I feel like, it's part of the reason is like, Spirit's trying to tell you it's time for you. And it's weird. That's kind of been like a theme, it's time for everybody to start doing something different. That's been the major theme running through all of these readings. Okay. What can you do to support this or change it? At this time, I feel like could be support. You got the Peppers card, the 28. Be fierce about the ways in which you protect yourself. Allies await. How funny is that? Be fearless about the ways you protect yourself. So protect your energy, man. See things in people for what they are and choose yourself. Trust yourself. Figure out the ways to protect yourself, okay? You do have allies for you. You want to find those people and stay with those people that are going to help push you forward, not be in your, group of haters, okay? It's just spilling the tea about all your business, right? And attempting to do their best to hold you back here, okay? Let's see what else. What else can they do to support or change this situation? We have 8 of Cups. So for you to change it, you can walk away from this, okay? You can walk away. You can trust your gut. If you're in a relationship and you have had that nagging feeling, I feel like there's probably evidence out there. Sorry guys, my video mysteriously got cut off. I think it's because I bumped my watch. But anyway, so we had here how you can change it. We have the 8 of Cups that came out, and this is literally walking away, okay? Walking away from the people, the relationship, the job, whatever this is, that has not been good for you. The Peppers card is basically saying, Be fierce about this. Be fierce about protecting your joy, your happiness, your finances, your heart, right? And the Eight of Cups is a card that basically tells us, you only have 8 cups here in your situation. Okay, 8 cups. And it's time for you now to go on a journey because the 2 other cups that you deserve, they are out there. And that's why this says allies await. I feel like group 3, if you're dealing with a relationship situation, there is somebody better for you. Okay. And if you have had the signs and you've literally seen things and you've not trusted that, it's time to trust that. Okay. Because I feel like everything is trying to show you that the connection that you're in right now, or the friends, whatever it is, your situation is not for you. Okay. It's not for you. There's something way bigger and way better for you waiting around the corner. All right, guys. This has been an interesting read this far. I'm going to have another card for you in just a second. Okay. Let's see. What's the last message you have for group 3? Just trying to feel out, you guys trust your intuition. Okay. Trust your intuition. When people show you who they are the first time, believe them. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Believe them the first time. Shit. You ever have that friend that does something and you're like, I know they didn't just do that, right? And then you find out later, you're like, oh my damn, they really are a shitbag. It happens. All right. What's the last message you have for group 3, please? What else? What's the message they need to know? The moon rising. Look what it says. It says truth. The truth is out there. And with the moon rising, I feel like there's a truth that you're going to discover here. Okay. The moon also, Cancer energy. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Maybe you have Cancer in your chart. The moon does what? It illuminates when it becomes full. And what does it do? It exposes the truth. It exposes lies. Okay. So I feel like group 3, for you, you're going to see something completely exposed. All right. That's going to be the honest truth. Now, with that said, this may be time to explore you being honest with yourself at the same time. Okay. Because nothing happens for no reason whatsoever. So I feel like there's a deeper dive here for you, group 3, in like knowing the truth for yourself, or being very honest with yourself about something, because people come into our lives to show us who we are, and they show us in very different ways. A lot of times people go, yeah, well, I'm not a freaking cheating piece of crap. You don't have to be. Sometimes those people are trying to show you that maybe there are times when you don't trust yourself, when you don't trust your intuition, when you're not being honest with yourself. You get where I'm going with this, group 3? Okay. So I feel like there is a bigger truth that's being exposed here because of this person's actions, but it's going to benefit you in the long run, because I feel like why this is all happening is because, like I said, this is your moment to shine. It's a moment for you to learn how to trust yourself more, tap into your intuition, and maybe that's a gift you just learned that you have, or, maybe it's going to have to do something with like what you do moving forward in your life here. Okay. But there's bigger and better that's meant for you when you walk away from this situation. Okay. And it sucks that we should have to like find or know a truth about something to do that, but this is all part of the learning process. Sometimes we're not built. We're not, nobody comes and goes, hey, this is how to use your intuition when you're born. They don't smack you on the butt and go, now you know what, now you know the answers, right? So we get to figure them out. So this is how we do it. Okay. So group 3, I feel complete with this reading. I really, truly hope that this supported you somehow. If it did, please don't forget to smash the love button for your girl. That's the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay. My little picture floating around down there. You can touch that for the subscription and hit the top notification bell. It will tell you every time that I'm uploading. All right, guys, I wish you all the best and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.